Hello Aries, and welcome to my channel, White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. This Tarotscope reading will cover August 1st to the 15th, 2025. It's a collective and general reading, so if something should not resonate, check your other placements. All the links are down below in the description box. Then, on August the 5th, we'll be uploading the 4th Summer Love bonus reading that will focus only on love. Now, let's start this reading by looking first at what the stars are doing above our heads, and then we're going to take a look at what messages are coming through from the tarot. Okay, Aries, now on August the 6th, love and relationships are going to be taking center stage for you, and you'll be looking for more balance between how you give and how you receive. Why? Well, on August the 6th, Mars will be entering the sign of Libra, which is all about balance. So our focus is going to shift towards balance, fairness, and relationship dynamics, because Libra, of course, is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love. This means talking about equality and emotional reciprocity. Okay, so in love, talk about what is not working. But remember, with Mercury still in retrograde, choose your words wisely and express yourself with grace, just gently, okay, because we're still in retrograde for a little bit more until the 11th. Then on August the 9th, the full moon in Aquarius is going to tell you some truths about your social circles, your friends, the people that are around you. And the moon's advice for you, Aries, is to let go of the drama involving group dynamics. You don't really need them, okay? The Aquarius energy is all about the future and freedom from outdated stories. So if you need help detaching, here it is, because Aquarius's ruling planet, Uranus, is going to form this grand air trine with Mars and Pluto. Let's see, let's put it this way. That way it looks like a trine. Okay, with Mars and Pluto. Okay, and this influence of the planets above you is going to help you to let go of the past and move forward with clarity. Okay, how? Well, expect divine downloads, intuitive sparks, and breakthrough ideas. Don't worry, just open up, keep yourself open, and you'll get the messages. You will. Then on the 11th of August, finally, Mercury is going to go direct. We had it in retrograde before, and we're having miscommunications and all that stuff. That was just, it was in the way. Okay, finally, it will go direct, and it'll bring energy into all your creative projects, and it'll even give you spicy romantic conversations. Okay, that's going to come through. The communication is going to come through as you wish. Now, on the 11th of August, when Mercury goes direct, it's going to be there for the end of the confusion, the technical problems or misunderstandings. Now, Mercury will still be in Leo, in fiery Leo, which is great, okay? So your voice is going to regain that power, that roar, and you can rebuild that confidence that Mercury retrograde caused, okay? It was just something temporary. So speak boldly and trust that clarity is returning. However, don't expect things to just turn overnight like a switch, because once Mercury does go direct, it's going to be in its post-retrograde shadow, okay, until the 25th. So just expect it, just like the sun moves, you can still see it even though it has a little bit of shadow until it becomes the night. Then it's completely gone. So just tread carefully, that's all. But it is coming through. Things are finally changing, and we're all very happy for this. Okay, on the same day, on the 11th, we're going to have Saturn that is going to form a sextile with Uranus. This means that we're going to be more likely to be doing what we enjoy and also enjoying what we're doing. Okay, it's the effect also of the retrograde leaving. It's going to be a period finally of progress. So the ideas that you had, you can start developing them, and with success. And this is really, really good news. I'm sure that everyone likes, because when these pauses happen, it's just like pulling the brakes when we really want to go, right? Okay, Aries, let's take a look now at the messages coming through from Spirit. Any advice to nudge us along, to warn us of the pitfalls, anything at all? Okay, so Spirit, what do we have for Aries for the first 2 weeks? Yeah, I know that was coming out of August. Ooh, death and rebirth. This is good. Okay, now you'll all remember from the last Summer Love bonus reading, and I had specified that the 1st of August is going to be an energetic negative day. We're going to be feeling sad. Sadness could go into depression. We're all going to have these negative vibes because of the planets. Okay, I'm feeling this right at the beginning because afterwards, after the 1st of August, things start picking up and things start to look better. And in fact, you're going to get to, and all of us actually, the end of some negativity because it's leaving us, and the start of something new because this is transformation. It's the ending of something that we don't want, the change, the releasing, letting go. And then as you can see from the picture, okay, this person is going towards the light, this beautiful sunshine, okay? And so we're going to be starting something really nice. You can leave behind what you didn't like. You can let it go because we did have this advice coming through from the planets. Okay, you can finally let go thanks to the trine of Mars, the full moon in Aquarius, and Pluto. This is good. Well, we can let go of things we don't like to let in something new. That's great. Wow. Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Okay, these two as well. Okay, see how they flip when I don't look at the cards? Because I catch. Okay, let's see. We'll take them one at a time. So we have the Eight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, because we're coming out of this transformation phase. So the Eight of Swords is telling me about being trapped in something, of course, or restricted in something because you didn't have that power and you couldn't actually do what you wanted, right? Remember we had said here when this happens on the 11th, Mercury retrograde ends, and here we start enjoying, doing what we want to do and enjoying it, okay? Because we're coming out of this. You are definitely going to feel it, Aries. I'm having all the cards confirm it. You're going to, this victim phase is going to finish for you. You have the Four of Pentacles coming through in the reverse, okay? And you are going to become, in fact, very generous, okay? Maybe even a little bit too generous. Some of you could, okay? But you might spend a little bit too much because when you come out of this phase, it's like, oh, finally. And you might just spend something. Well, spend it on yourself. If you're going to overspend, spend it on yourself, okay? You're going to be seeing yourself as much more generous. Okay, let's see. Ace of Swords is also coming in. Okay, you're going to get that breakthrough, that clarity that you needed. When we were talking about this, we were talking about Mercury retrograde. Okay, you're going to get information clearly. Okay, remember that we're going to be in the post-retrograde, the shadow phase of the retrograde. So not everything's going to come in all at once, but you will be getting clarity. Absolutely. We have the Ace of Swords here because this means a breakthrough. Okay, you're going to see the truth about something. The miscommunication that happened before is going to reveal itself. It's going to fix itself. Okay, this is good. So far, so good. It's like Spirit saying the planets, follow the planets. And we are. But this is confirming that you went through something. Some of you, some Aries out there, because this is not going to be for everyone, went through something and it's like finally ending for them. Okay, and this is a confirmation. It's telling you, look at this beautiful sun here as well. Okay, in every picture, the person is always facing the sun. Here we have it around her head as well. And here he is. You're facing the sun, Aries. Whatever's happening, you are going towards a better future. The days are getting much better and you're leaving behind whatever it was that you went through, okay? Whatever was stopping you, whatever insecurity you felt around money, for example, around what you had, your possessions, and you're thinking, oh my God, what if? That's gone. That's leaving, okay? And here we have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is seated on his throne in the reverse. Okay, let's see. This I'm going to need clarity on it because it's telling me about being a bit reckless. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay, there's some sort of sadness around you. Yeah. Okay, let me see this. This is something, there's some sort of disappointment that is coming through because of, is this you or is this, yeah, this could be you. You could have stood your ground. This is what I'm picking up. You could have stood your ground because I'm picking this up as Aries energy here. Okay, and as a consequence, you stood your ground. Aries is a great figure for certain things. However, like in all signs, if you stood your ground with someone who did not appreciate it a little bit too much, it could have caused you disappointment. Okay, so you might have used a little bit too much force when it really wasn't necessary, because maybe in comparison to someone else, it was a little bit too much. This, if it happened during the retrograde, by the way, is only normal, because this could have been the effect of the retrograde, or you could still be in the effect of it. So be careful, because this could be a warning. If this is not in the past, it's under the Mercury retrograde until the 11th, okay? Because this is going from the 1st to the 15th. Be careful. If you're going to exercise, if you're going to talk about love and you're going to get it out, weigh your words. I'm hearing be very gentle. Be very, very gentle, okay? Because you are already a strong figure, so you may tend to intimidate people without even wanting to, because that's how you are. And that's a great advantage in a lot of situations, so you don't have to fight for things. But sometimes, sometimes you're going to have to pull back, thinking that you are stronger. Just know that you're stronger than what you think you are, okay? Because otherwise it's going to cause you a disappointment, and we don't want that, because we're talking about cups here. We're talking about emotions, okay? So I'm picking this up more as a warning. This is going to charge you with energy, okay? The fact of clarity and the breakthrough, etc., is going to charge you with a lot of energy, and an Aries is already strong. So if you charge an Aries with energy, that's way too much for other people, okay? So just a word of advice, be gentle, Aries. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Spirit, for that warning. That way we could avoid heartaches for the Aries. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're being very generous. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see. First with the first group, and I heard all of it. Okay. And look at that. We have the spoiler. Don't look at it. Okay, let's see what happens here. The Tower. The Tower is crumbling down, but in the reverse. So, Aries, you're resisting something, some sort of change, okay? Because here the advice was to tone it down a little bit, because otherwise you could have disappointments. But you're charged. You are a very strong figure. You're a very fiery sign. So it's very difficult to do that. So you're going to be having some sort of resistance with regards to this, okay? We're going to go back to the emotions. See how it is? This is linked to the emotions, okay? And you're not going to be happy with it, okay? You should be toning down, but see how it is? You're charged up, sadness. You're resisting it, sadness again. Okay, there's a pattern here. Okay, look at that Ace of Cups. It's in the reverse. Okay, you're going to feel, wow, I just heard you might lose them. Okay, this is coming through in anticipation, so you don't lose them. Okay, Spirit is showing you what could happen. Okay, I know you're a strong sign. No one's saying be weak. Absolutely not. But know what the other person, how the other person is seeing you. They're going to see you even stronger than what you want to let them see, okay? You're going to feel that strength for you, but for someone else, it could be overwhelming, okay? You could have some sort of emotional loss here, okay? This is not what we want. We don't even want you to feel that, not that you don't lose it. We don't even want you to feel like you lost it, okay? Page of Swords. Page of Swords in the reverse is telling me that you went through this instinctively and you didn't think it through. Okay. Yeah. Also, I'm picking up on the fact that this person will perceive you, they're going to pick you up as being rude. That's the strength that you're giving off. It's going to push them away, because they're going to think you're being rude, not because you don't they don't love you or they don't have emotions for you, but they're going to be offended by it. Okay, they're going to be offended by that strength. Okay, Hanged Man. Okay, let's see. Will you be able to see it? Something, another perspective. I'm hearing with another perspective, taking a look at things from their point of view, you will understand it. Okay, and in fact, this whole bottom thread here is all about that. Okay, it's all about seeing it from their point of view, because that's how you're going to avoid this emotional loss. And that's what we'd like, for you to avoid it, okay, to have it. Take a look at it from their perspective. I know it means like hanging off a tree. You don't really have to do that. But take a look at, let's say that you were facing yourself in the mirror. Try to talk to yourself in the mirror and see what you actually look like and pretend you're that other person. You may understand what they mean by, my gosh, he was rude, okay? You don't want to be rude, but that's how they're going to see you. So this is important, okay, to try to see how others are seeing you as you speak. When this happens, okay, there it is. There's the sun, okay, because this was the advice here. I'm going to put this way. This was the advice. And this is what happens when it comes through. The sun, happiness, success, confidence, the truth, everything. This is like the beautiful card of the deck, okay? So in this case, we're talking about seeing it from their perspective. When you see that and you alter this and you tone it down a bit and you talk with gentleness, you're not being weak. You're being very strong, because you can put forward your emotions, what is not working in the relationship, but speak with confidence. Okay, that is strength. That won't scare them as well. Okay, they won't take you as being rude. They'll understand that you're simply expressing yourself and getting across what you want to say. And that means having so much confidence in yourself that you don't have to raise your voice or become fiery. You don't have to do that. That's how strong you are. You can simply say it. Okay, and that's what's going to cause the success. That is what's going to make everything different. Okay, you seeing it from their perspective and understanding this. And then at the end, we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so 5 of Wands means that you have, you don't get the recognition that you'd like. Okay, they're not going to come out and say it, because this is an emotional thing, okay, with men and women or in couples. They're not going to say it, but they're going to show it. Okay, so if you're waiting for them to say, okay, you're right, etc., don't wait for it, Aries. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to say, yeah, you were right, but you're going to get the reward. Okay, you're going to get your happiness. So translate that, okay, yes, you were right. It's not coming. Translate it with this, with the success. Because when this comes through and all of this changes, that you don't lose them, that means that, yes, you were right, but I'm not going to tell you. Okay? I hope this really helps, Aries. It seemed, this message especially that came through, it seems like a really good piece of advice from Spirit. Personally, I would follow it because it's precious. I feel that it's really, really precious. So forget about the words. It's the actions that counts, right? In love, what counts is the heart, not the words that were said. Okay, Aries, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm really pleased to have done this for you, because I love the way it came out, and I'm really happy to have done this for you. Okay, Aries, remember that our next reading will be on the 5th of August for the Summer Love bonus reading. I hope to see you there, because love is already in the air here. So I don't know what's going to come out there, but it's definitely going to be love. Thank you so much, Aries, for being with me. Thank you for the liking, for the sharing of my videos with someone else that may need it. And thank you above all for subscribing to my channel. I really, really appreciate it. Bye-bye, Aries. See you next time from Angel.